Alright, hey guys, Chris18. This week's video is going to be once again different than I have done in the past. This is going to be a scary story video with my friend Bailey.
What's up?
She's my best friend. Yeah. Bailey, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. What's up, guys? I'm Bailey, and I'm going to be telling my scary paranormal activity stories.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but it's kind of in the works, so I will let you know. But you can definitely follow me on my social media if you want.
Alright.
Even though
I'll
you
put
guys
the
are
link
probably all
in
middle
bio,
schoolers.
so you can check that out if you would like. Alright, go for it, Bailey.
Right. I'm going to add some like spooky lighting, because why not? Oh, let's see if I can make it work.
Alright,
There we go.
There it is.
Ooh. Okay, so
That's edgy.
I'm definitely into the paranormal stuff and everything like that. It's super fascinating to me. At times it can be super scary though, I have to admit. Just like literally a few moments ago, someone had opened the door.
Which inspired this video, actually.
Yes. Anyway, so let's get started with my video, or my
Story?
stories. That's what it's called. Thanks. Okay, so for Thanksgiving break, because I am also in high school, so we all have like the same time and everything like that we get off. But anyway, when I was probably a sophomore, I think it was, my family, we always go up to Denver, Colorado to have Thanksgiving dinner, just to walk around downtown and everything like that, and it's just a lot of fun. But anyway, my uncle and my aunt go with us, and my uncle knew that I was super into the paranormal activity vibe and stuff like that, so he took me on a ghost tour. And super spooky. But definitely when we started it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. And then it turned out that we were just walking all in downtown Denver, and this guy was just talking to us about the history of it, and I was like, this is so lame. And of course I'm a sophomore in high school, so I was like, oh, I want to like go out and do stuff and blah 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 blah. So I wasn't like too intrigued until it started getting to the more haunted houses of Colorado. So I don't know if you guys know this.
What if this isn't filming?
You should probably check really fast.
Yeah, I'll check that. But this video, yeah.
It
Yeah,
is cool.
it's filming. But I'm not going to take that part out because that's a great, yeah.
I'll watch it on your next video.
Alright, great. You should check it out.
Anyway,
Yeah,
carrying on.
Chris18. Well, Filthy Pranks to Chris is my channel. But I'm probably going to change it to Chris18 here soon. But I can't right now because I changed it too recently. So, yeah.
I am subscribed to you, so either way I will subscribe.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so, oh God, this is the issue when you interrupt me, because
I'm sorry. And I can't really help because I don't remember what you were talking about exactly. You were talking about like you were sophomore in high school, so you were like excited when you got to the like actual haunted houses of Denver.
Oh, I remember now. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know if you know this, but if you take pictures with a camera or your cell phone and you catch little like circle things, they're called orbs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that or not. But,
you know, I think I actually caught some in Mom and Dad's room, which was pretty creepy.
It's creepy.
Because if you go back through the photo or video, you don't really see it.
Mm-hmm. And if you zoom in, sometimes you can see faces, which is even creepier. So, getting on to that, we were at this house where this guy had hung himself, and he, like, haunted the building. And the worst part about it is that these two dogs lived there with their owners, and he threw one of them out the window and then choked the other one to death to where it was like puking and peeing itself. It was so bad. I was like, that is so sad. But anyway, so I was taking...
Even in death, it's never wrong to do that to a dog.
I know, poor dogs, right? Poor animals. I love dogs. I love animals. And the fact that someone did that broke my heart. But anyway, I was taking pictures with my aunt's camera, and she was like doing her own thing, and I took this picture, and I got this like super yellow like moon looking orb, and I was like, oh my god, the moon looks so pretty in this picture. Like I didn't like think, and then I was like, wait a minute, the moon is behind me. And so I like looked, and I was like, that's definitely not the moon, and I zoomed into it, and you could see this face, and it was so terrifying. I was like, well, that's creepy. So then we waddled down and went to the next couple houses, which are very like interesting. And then our last house, which was the most haunted house in Denver, Colorado. Downtown Denver, Colorado, anyway. And so the guy that was doing the tour was like, okay, so what I want you guys to do is walk down this alleyway. An alleyway.
That's
super sketch.
edgy.
Yeah, exactly. Don't say anything. And then go walk up onto the porch and like stand there and you can tell me if anything happened, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. So my aunt, she was like kind of like freaking out. So she grabbed my hand and we were walking down this alleyway being completely silent, just chilling. And then I felt my other hand getting really heavy. And I was like, it feels like someone's holding my hand. And then the back of my knees were getting like super tingly, like someone was like trying to push them. Like, you know when you like lock your knees out and then you push someone up and you like...
Yeah. And then like...
Yeah. Anyway, so I was getting that feeling in my legs, and then I didn't realize it at the time, but someone was definitely like pushing my head down and like turning my head so I could look down at the bottom of the house, because in Denver, Colorado, they have basements, which is something that we don't have in New Mexico. If you are a person from New Mexico, you know that we don't have basements, we have attics. But a basement is like a storage place, like an attic, but underneath the house. Anyway, sometimes they have windows at the bottom, and this specific house did. And so I was walking down, and I could feel someone like literally like going like this, so I could look down into the windows, and I was like freaking out. I was like, no, I don't want to look down there. Like, I don't know what's down there. Like, it was super creepy. And anyway, so then I walked up to the thing, and I was chilling on the porch, and it was super cold. It is November, and if you've ever been to Colorado, of course, it's super cold. So I was freezing. We were all freezing, and we were just like talking about anything that had happened. He's like, oh yeah, one of the main things is that you feel someone tilting your head so that you could look at the bottom. And I was like, oh my god, that happened. Anyway, so then he was telling us the history of the house, and of course I was just like, man, I don't really care, blah 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 blah. But I guess a woman was walking down that creepy alleyway that I had to walk down, and got snatched by some guys, and they pulled her into the basement and raped her and then buried her alive.
Why would he have you guys walk down that alley?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't want to be raped and then buried alive underneath the porch. I was like, well, thanks. Anyway, so then that happened, and I was, it was like a brick house almost, so you could sit on top of the, like, little pathway or whatever that was, like, wall, like a little wall that was, like, bordering off the porch, pretty much. Anyway, so I sat on it, and we were in the area of where the woman was buried alive, and so we were sitting there, and our legs were dangling, and then all of a sudden I could feel, like, I just saw my leg just start to move to the side, like someone was pulling it, and I was like, what the frick? So I, like, moved it back to where it should be, and then again it happened, and I was like, heck no. So I crossed my legs, and I went to get up because I was super cold, so I could, like, squat a little bit so I could warm up, and I couldn't undo my legs. It was just like, it was terrifying. I started to freak out. And so then I was finally able to undo my legs, and I got down and I squatted. I was like, let's not sit up there again, because that was super creepy. But yeah, so it was that was intense. And then after he was done telling us the history of the story, and after all that had happened, he was showing us pictures of another tour he had done. And I guess this woman brought her friend along with her that he was, like, super religious, and he, like, went to church all the time and stuff like that, and he was like, he didn't want to do the tour because he didn't believe in any of that, and he didn't want to believe in that, and he didn't want to, like... And
it turned him over. I've heard of things like that.
It didn't necessarily turn him over, but she was like, oh my god, that house is so cool, the most haunted house that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my gosh, we have to go back, and he was like, oh no, and then she finally convinced him to go back, so they went back, and she was like, come on, let's take a couple pictures. So he took pictures of the front of the house, and the front of the house had 2 pillars where the door is, and so he took one picture, and all you see is a face, just like the frame of a face, in the middle of the windows on the door, because it's like one of those doors that had little windows, and it was just the face, and it was just like super creepy. And then he was like, and then he took another picture, And oh my god, I'm getting chills just like thinking about it because it was so creepy. But he showed us the picture and but there was this black cloud of like smoke all the way around the top of the door, and then at the end was like this mouth with white fangs and ears and like little pointy ears and red eyes. I was like, I was so scared. Oh, it's just so chilling because it was just so creepy because that house just gave off that vibe of like
death.
Yeah.
Like punk rock.
So yeah, that's my scary story. And I'm like, what is that?
Well, I kind of have a fun story to tell right now.
Do you?
It's kind of short.
Do you want
it's not a scary story.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I just now sitting here listening to your story. You were born to be a YouTuber. Like, you need to start YouTubing. Like, you have that mentality, that, like, pizzazz. You were born to YouTube.
Thanks. I'm excited. I'm really excited to show you. I'm creating a channel with Chris's sister, who is also my best friend. Not only Chris is my best friend, but Kristen is my best friend. So we are getting ready to upload our first video that we did. So if this video is up after I post our video, then I will hit you up with the link. But until then, keep an eye out for...
I'll still put the link for their channel in the bio.
Sure.
So check that out.
Yeah. Make sure to subscribe to us. You can see we're vlogging. We're gonna be vlogging and stuff. And we're getting ready to graduate high school, guys. It is seriously so insane. I'm so excited. We're both so excited. But we're getting ready to graduate, so we're gonna vlog our graduation of what we can, because we can't take a lot of stuff into graduation and everything. But then
she's here right now.
Kristen.
Speak of the devil.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll let her walk over here and introduce herself. This is the Kristen part of Baylei and Kristen in their YouTube channel and stuff like that. I don't know exactly. Yeah. But it's pretty dope.
Yeah, we're also going to be going on our senior trip to San Antonio, Texas.
Probably going to be vlogging a lot.
Yes, and so you guys can tag along and watch all of what we do. So we'll probably go to, like I said, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Dallas, Corpus Christi.
But then we'll go to Austin City Limits, the music festival, so don't check that out. So here's my sister, Kristen. I've done a prank on her before. I don't exactly remember what prank it was.
Look at that highlighter. Ooh, girl.
But, yeah, so.
It's just going to be a long video. Sorry in advance. I kind of mumbled a lot. But
so make sure to like and subscribe and stuff like that. Subscribe to them. I'll put links in the description for many things. In the bio. I will label them though, so make sure to check those out.
Comment any scary stories you guys have.
Yeah,
I definitely want to read those. So.
I feel like there's something else.
But no, you totally missed it. I'm gonna say this really fast. But you totally missed it. So we were just like, I was just chilling playing Grand Theft Auto, and then you could literally hear someone like turning the doorknob to open the front door. And then it just was like,
no one was there though. Isabella wasn't there.
I was just like, So that's what turned us on to sharing my scary ghost stories.
This inspired this video.
The front door opens a lot like that. There was one time when I walked over there and I went to close it, and every time I close it, I close it and then I pull it a little bit just to make sure it's closed. And it was like cold. I was cold, so I went and I closed it, and I like pulled on it. It was closed, and then I sat down to watch TV, and a few minutes later I heard it open. And so I like looked, and I was like, what the heck? So I did it again, and it stayed closed that time, but yeah, that happens to me a lot.
So then I have another question for Kristen. Do you have any fun, scary stories you could tell?
Well, they're not really scary stories, but there was this one time I was sitting in my room.
You can have the creepy light.
In my room on my bed, and so my bed was like over this way, and the door was on the wall behind me. And so I was sitting there, and I was doing something sitting on my bed, and I don't remember what it was, but I felt somebody staring at me. So I was like, okay, I wonder, like, what the heck it is. So I turned around, and I saw a shadow turn away, and the shadow looked like my dad. So I walked over there to go follow him, and I saw the shadow turn into the bathroom. So I was going to go follow it, but the bathroom door was closed, and it never opened or closed.
And also, our dad wouldn't do that, go into the bathroom.
Yeah, he doesn't go into our bathroom.
Yeah,
That actually happened to me in my new room that I have now. It's like just across the hall. But I don't exactly remember that story, but I do remember feeling somebody watching me. I turned to the door, and a shadow turned and walked away.
Literally, when you guys told me that you had a ghost in your house, I was like, you guys are just, like, messing with me. But I've seen the shadows, like, walk around, and I'm just like, oh, God.
And this isn't my story, but we have a foreign exchange student, and she told us that she was talking to her girlfriend one day on the phone, and, like, out of nowhere, her girlfriend just said, hi. And she was like, who are you talking to? And her girlfriend said that somebody said hi to her.
Oh,
but there's nobody else around. So we
pretty
do
edgy.
we do have a ghost. And I even have, sorry.
Go ahead.
I even have cousins that will say that they'll see shadows out of the corner of their eyes. Like when you would walk past my parents' room, you could see one, and then in this corner over here sometimes. I've had my cousins tell me that they've seen them before, and I've seen them before. But when you look, they're gone.
Yeah, it's quite...
But yeah, Ricky.
I have a little story to tell. Not really a scary story, but it's a story about wanting to find scary stories with my buddy Joe back in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
We, for like 2-3 weekends, we were like convinced we were going to find a ghost in my house. And then eventually it was like, yeah, we're going to go out into the road. I don't know why we went in the road to look for ghosts. We called that ghost hunting. It was really dumb, honestly. But it was something. It was better than nothing. So the story that I'm going to tell is that one night, we were like, we're going to go ghost hunting. So I grabbed my old backpack, fill it with a couple things to go ghost hunting outside. I threw on I think it was like Oreos or something like that. And then some like...
You're all, ooh, the ghosts will like these Oreos.
And then like my phone, and my iPod actually, I didn't even have an iPhone at that time. So we go, and we're going, and we go down the road, and we're just like, oh, we have no idea what we're doing at this point. And we stop and we like eat a little bit, and then we're like, yeah, I'm done. So we walk home, and it was really, really stupid, honestly.
Have you ever seen that show, Ghost Adventures?
I was in love with that show in 6th grade.
I was currently obsessed. I was obsessed with that show. I was a big, huge Zac
Efron fan?
No, a Zac fan. I loved him. But anyway, we made like a parody to me, my cousin, my sister, and I. We made a parody to it, and this is back when I was probably in like 6th grade. So my poor little sister, she's what, 3 years younger than I am, so she's probably in like the 3rd grade, maybe 2nd grade, in between there.
2nd.
Yeah, something like that. And it was just so funny. So she's all little, and she's like, "Ah, I just saw a ghost." Oh God, I wish I still had that video because. Definitely a laughing one. Ah! Oh my God. Did you guys see that?
Ghost spotted.
Ghost spotted.
Alright, well I think that pretty much concludes our video now. So,
yeah.
Once again, make sure to subscribe to their channel, and when the video comes out, make sure to like their video and stuff like that. Like and subscribe to me in this video and all my videos, because, you know, show some support.
And again, comment down below any scary story you guys have, because I will definitely go and read those.
That'll be fun, yeah.
She's Baylei.
Maybe we could do a reacting video.
I'm Kristen.
You know, you guys should also like comment ideas for YouTube videos, because the reason I never really post anything is because I don't have any ideas. My channel is kind of a joke, but it's also a little serious, especially with this new tripod I bought yesterday. So, make sure to like and subscribe, comment ideas and scary stories of yours. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week. No, I'm just kidding.
See you whenever I decide to post another video.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't.
It's okay.
Right before I said bye. You know, I still haven't posted that video of all the pranks with Mom.
Really? You only scared her twice. Didn't you?
I scared her once. I tried twice.
Oh yeah, you decided to like tap her. I was like, what?
Oh.
What?
Still filming.